What up, True Northers? I am here today to give you a quick mini toot on the figure eight. So what is the figure eight? Let's first show you kind of the end goal for this exercise, okay? So end goal for this exercise, kettlebell up, and we are gonna hinge through the hips, and I'm going to switch the kettlebell in my hands, like a figure eight around my leg, and then I'll come up to the opposite shoulder. So again, hinging forward, up to the opposite shoulder. So when we get going, looks like this, okay? So that is the end game with this exercise. But there are a couple steps to get there, okay? So step one that we can do if you're new to this exercise is actually teaching you just how to weave the kettlebell in through the legs, okay? So in this one, we're actually gonna get you, and I'll show you from the side, we're gonna get you to hinge back, okay? So we're gonna get that nice hinge position here, and now I'm gonna go from the front. And what we're gonna do, have that kettlebell, and we are really just gonna practice weaving it around the legs in that figure eight, okay? So really just getting a sense of what that feels like, okay? Once you feel comfortable with that, then the next step is actually gonna be adding in a little bit of a stand with that weave, okay? So we're gonna start kind of practicing moving towards that end goal figure eight. So next one, again, from the side, we're gonna be hinging back. We're still gonna be doing the weaving, but this time as we weave through, we're gonna stand, okay? So for this one, we are gonna come through, we're gonna weave, stand, weave, stand, weave, stand, okay? So that way we're really practicing on having that kind of hinge as we go back and through. So again, here, stand, here, stand, just like that. So now we've mastered the weave and we've mastered the stand. And if you are smart, you will realize that mastering that stand is actually mastering that hip hinge as you come up, okay? So once we have those kind of building blocks in place, then we're gonna go into that figure eight. So a couple things with the figure eight. Bell is gonna be big part in the hand, or bell part. Handle is gonna be in one hand, and you are going to do that hinge like we just did, pass it around, and then there's the stand. Except this time when you stand, that bell is gonna be at the opposite shoulder, okay? So down, around, up, opposite shoulder, okay? Some things that you wanna keep in mind when you're doing the figure eight, okay? When you're coming through, just like in any of the other levels, I'm gonna show you from the side, if I'm holding that bell and I'm coming through, we wanna make sure we're keeping that hinge. Sometimes a lot of people get really focused on not dropping the bell. Very important, especially if you're doing it somewhere where you like the floor and it's maybe breakable or dentable. But we wanna make sure that we're really keeping that hinge as we go back through, not kind of just focusing on the pass, okay? Because that hinge is gonna allow us the room to move around the leg, and it's also gonna give us the power to help float that bell back up into the position. So there you have it, a quick little mini toot on the figure eight and some progressions in order to kind of get to that end goal of the continuous figure eight. If you have any questions, if this is on social media, you can feel free to leave it in the comments below, or if you're watching us and there is a comment option, feel free to reach out and leave them there, and I'd be more than happy to answer them. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you on the next mini toot.